Welcome, welcome, welcome to Garnetqueentarot, where we are inspired to rise. How are my wonderful Taurus family doing today? How's everything going? I hope all is well. Just checking in. Just want to get a little info on what's going on in the love realm. What's happening? Talk to me. How you been feeling? Let's just dip in and see. What's the message? Let the angels speak, and then let us just dive in. How have you been feeling? What's been going on? We weren't on the same page with our beliefs. I couldn't reconcile mine to yours because we clashed too much. Taurus. Let me tell you something about the bull. The bull can be stubborn at times, and not always wanting to compromise. And unless you really think it through and you figure, okay, I'm doing something wrong, you're not budging. You're not budging. You're a bull. You're not budging. You know, you're saying that you all clash too much. You don't want to be bumping heads and fighting with anybody. So you're not seeing any means of compromise. Anything that you could compromise on. I wish I could take back the pain I caused and the hurtful things I said. I allowed my frustrations to get the best of me. See, Taurus, when you get mad, woo-wee, they better look out. Don't come at you wrong. Don't come at you wrong. I've seen Taurus folks in action. They don't play. They don't play. I mean, after they calm down, they might think it over and say, just what's being said right now. Basically, you went to the extreme. You probably cussed somebody out. Stink! I couldn't go against my family to be with you. Blood runs deep in my veins. You're very family oriented. And a lot of times there's certain relationships that might stand out that don't mesh with the family. And, it was another excuse for you to say, I don't know if I'm going further with this person or not. Because you're not really feeling them, but you don't like hurting people's feelings unless it's just detrimental and you got to do it. So it was, it's like you like them, but you don't like them. You know what I mean? Your spirit doesn't fully take them. You're a little cautious and standoffish. And this person you pulled away from, but you wanted excuses because you didn't want to be the sole decider in regards to saying, okay, it's me, it's not you, which you still said anyway, but it was a back and forth because whoever the person was felt that they gave you a lot of their time. Because one thing about you, you didn't, and a lot of you don't, open up initially and break it down. You go with the flow for a little while until you just say, I can't take this crap no more. This is not working for me. But then you hurt people's feelings at that point. But you don't want to be the one calling it quits. You want somebody else to say it, and then they think they're making you feel bad. I'm walking away from this relationship. You're like, phew, thank goodness, because I didn't want to be the one to do it. And you'd rather pass the buck and let it be somebody else. So you do enough things a lot of times to get them to sway and say, you know what, this relationship is not for me. Even though you're not feeling it right there. You're like a bull, a coward bull. You know what I mean? It's just like, you don't always like to hurt people's feelings. But when it comes to, you might go with the flow and then tell them in a text or from a distance, things don't look like it's going to work out for me, and cut it off. But you don't want to see them face to face. And I see this being more of a relief for you. And they want to know, do you still love me? My heart and spirit is still with you. I don't think you were ever in love with them. I think you love them as a person. But as far as being deep in love, I'm not feeling that connection, that vibe, or anything for you in regards to that. I don't even think you loving somebody right now. I think you care about them, but you're not in that deep space. You're working toward it if you're still together, but they just not doing it for you. You know that kind of love that you like, man, I'm thinking about you every day. This is not how that's going. I try to distance myself with distractions, but life has been pretty empty without you. Oh, see? And, you're guilty of making somebody feel that there's the possibility, but you were testing the waters. You weren't feeling what they were feeling when they was feeling it. And the love you feel is more of a buddy pal feeling. You like their company, but you find it messy since you all got intimate. Y'all were friends first, and then you went into the intimacy, but you look at it now that you should have not crossed over that boundary and be in a relationship with somebody that you wasn't really feeling like that. But people get mad when you go down the line for a little while and then you realize, whoa, this is not for me. So now the guilt seeps in because you got to let go of them because you don't see yourself 5-10 years down the line with this person, or even going to a wedding, going down the altar. You don't see it. And it's okay, but I just wish you were able to figure this out sooner. It takes a minute for you to really know your feelings, and you know it now. But it's better late than never as well. Correct? Let's see what our specialty card is right here. Rekindle. See? Rekindle. I think this is more so on their side, and you're weighing the pros and cons of going into it just so you could have those magical moments that you did have, because you wouldn't have stayed that long if it wasn't something in the relationship. But that would be playing on somebody's feelings. They want to rekindle, and you're contemplating it, but you're not in love with this individual. You're even thinking that you may grow to love them, but there's been enough things that they've done that you realize that it's not that that you desire. It's not that lit feeling where you feeling like, you know what, maybe we could work it out and stuff. You hate having to start over and over again all the time. But it's not a benefit to you, and it will actually hurt them in the long run, because the love that they're seeking, you're not giving. You just want to go through the motions. Don't do that. Just let it go. Tell them you want to be friends. But, that's all you all can do for now. And I think right now it's so hot on their end, and feelings of betrayal and not that love coming in, and you feeling the guilt, and you don't want to cross over and do things you used to do with them for them to hurt even more. It'll drive people crazy. It'll even alienate other people from coming to you if they believe you're in a relationship with that person. And there's things that person could do to somebody trying to come into a new relationship with you that you may not even see. You might say, oh, this is my best friend, or this is my good friend. And they're looking and evaluating the person, even doing wickedness at times. So my suggestion to you is stay friends from a distance. Don't bring that person back into your space and rekindle that relationship, because you're not all in. You're not all in. Garnetqueentarot here saying, be inspired to rise and be true to yourself and be honest with your feelings. Don't take somebody through the trauma of not being able to have you when you know they want you. That's what I'm saying. I think a lot of mess happens when people do stuff like that. And it's not like you don't want to be friends with them. You just don't want them to think there's more to the relationship than there is. Garnetqueentarot, be inspired to rise, where we are inspired to rise. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And thank you so much for sharing your message with us. Have a good one. Talk soon.